Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hello, everybody. Hello, Alfred. Hello, Chinook1. Hello, Helix. Hello, Darkbat. I'm reading off people that have said something. Hello, Moz. Moz14. Hello, Suck the Fuck. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to, Elden Ring coming out, but due to the recent, I'm actually forgetting what exactly it was. Yeah, that was it. A dangerous remote code execution exploit found in Dark Souls 3 could let a bad actor take control of your computer. According to a report from a Dexerto, according to the post, the hacker knew about the vulnerability and attempted to contact Dark Souls developer From Software about the issue. So they actually they shut down the servers because people were literally able to get control of your computer by like invading you. It was insane. Reject mediocrity, embrace chaos. Of course. Actually, no, I need to say that in a voice. Reject mediocrity, embrace chaos. All right. From Skelly Bones. I like your name. So yeah, but due to that issue, due to that issue of the servers being like that, I would doubt that they're going to release Elden Ring with the potential for that, and also due to the fact that you can't be invaded unless you go online and have friends with you. So, I mean, playing it offline is fine. But I'm going to give it a few days because I do presume there will probably be some issues before I do anything with it. But you best believe when that game is ready, I am playing it. I love Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3 was one of the best experiences I've ever had in a game. Elden Ring, it looks amazing. It looks like... whoo, baby. Don't tell me Dark Souls 3 runs off the same server framework as Minecraft because that had also a remote execution issue. I wouldn't be surprised if there was 1,000,001 different issues with Minecraft. Unless you're come for the food. You stay away from my food. There's a store 1 block down. You can just go and you can get some. They've got bags of popcorn. You don't need to steal my food. It's my food. Mine. I don't want nothing. I don't want you stealing my food. All right, so let us be. Who's messaging me? I like how Gunner, not even trying to like shut you right now, my guy. I like how this is the second time in a row he's messaged me at exactly like 7, and he's like, "What you doing?" And I'm just like, streaming. Actually, he didn't message me at exactly 7. It was 6:58. All right, you win this time. Okay, let us start up Ghostrunner. Spirit Walker. Omni, how much does a TMX 39? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Not too fond of Souls Saga, but I respect it. I'm still trapped in Infested City on 1. 2 I didn't like, and 3 Best of the Dancer, Advancement or Lost Interest. That's fair. I enjoy games that are like bashing my head into a brick wall. So, oh, what? No, skip installation. What is it trying to do? I will warn you now, Helix. I am the most anti-tech savvy person that I know. It's actually disgraceful at times. Like, you will say something about computer jargon to me, and my brain... I'll do, like, the Patrick Sparks coming out of his head. We've noticed with Ghostrunner. Damn. Like, I have a laptop. I have an Omen laptop I just bought from HP. Like, that's good enough for me. I don't really need much more. Game capture. Why are you not? There it is. Ghostrunner. Omendy's nuts. You're far from the worst I've seen in tech savvy level. Boy, howdy. I'll tell you, I've had some friends in the past who I've been like, hey, so I'm having an issue on my computer. Could you get a look? And they're like, sure. They take a look and they're like, what did you do? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, half of the actual options that are built into this computer are gone. And I'm like, I didn't even touch them. Soviet teen, hello. You enjoying this game? Yes. Did you turn it off and back on again? Twice. All right. Here we go. Back to Ghostrunner. What were we doing? I think we were kill Mara. We just beat Hell and we got her sword. Which is, Hey, this isn't her sword. Hold on. Wait a moment. That's not good. Why is it back here? Oh. Oh. Okay. So. What? Forgot to say. What? It auto-saves. Yeah, there isn't a save button. What? What the fuck? It completely... It went back to the beginning of the last stream. Download save files from online. Well, let's hope that works. Because, yeah, I literally have the achievement here for defeating Hell. It has my achievement saved, but it's gone. Well, this might change my plans. This might change my plans entirely, because I'm not going back through everything I just did. Like, download up to the Forbidden Zone. That's the level you must be at right now. The Forbidden Zone? Download save files from online. I might have to. What? What? Sounds like time for Warframe. Sounds like time to off myself. Kidding. Wow. All right. Okay. It fucking wiped my saves. I'm gonna have to go back and check the prior stream and see. Like, what? I exited to the menu. It had auto-saved everything. There's no reason. My God, it says my playtime is only like 4.7 hours. What? Oh my God. All right, well. That fucking sucks. Wow. It's just, how to okay, let me check if I can see something here. Because I looked at that and I'm just like, oh, I don't have Hell's Sword. Opens up the thing. That's where I started from the last time. All right. Did my Steam Cloud Sync like disable and then glitch out or something? Well, this is just a big fat problem now, isn't it? This is not okay, yeah, keep game saves in the Steam Cloud for Ghostrunner. That was checked on. So that should mean I should be able to get it back. I would hope. The game... The game does not believe you are capable to get the timing right. I apparently didn't. Gunner, you looked back. Good to know, Soviet teen. Worst case scenario. Steam Cloud probably downloaded your last saves. Oh, no. Remember when you said you were the least tech-savvy person you know? Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. As if I need to prove it. Here we are. Full evidence. Steam Cloud. Okay, how do I... Well, I'd like to get them back. Find your saves. Okay. So I need to get to the saves. Because that's where you started last stream. Yeah, that is exactly where I started last stream. So I need to find... Where do you find your cloud saves? Backup and restore games. There we go. Restore a previous backup. Oh, backup programs found. None. Never mind. This could be the end for a boy, Omni. Oh, I'll just switch to another game, and then what I'll do is I'll take Soviet Teen's advice. I'll go find a save file online of up to that point, and I'll just continue from there. The 3 levels after you beat hell are actually the best levels in the game. Oof! Oof! Yeah, that's, verify integrity of the game files. Alright, let's verify the integrity. Let's see what happens. In the meantime, if I can't get this to work, let me take a look at things that I have installed. Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. I did have that. Admittedly, that was... While it's fun... it was a really difficult game to do on stream because it requires immense, like, focus and immense attention. I couldn't really swap back and forth. So I don't know if I really want to go back to doing that. It was a cute, like, one-off thing. I did like it. But... Try launching it again. Okay, let me stop the verify. Let me launch it up again. Let me take a quick look and see if this works. You have to finish verify. Well, we'll check this. Hi guys, welcome to the tech stream. This is we're trying to figure out what the hell happened to my saves. The architect, I think he killed my saves. Yeah, no, that's not good. That's bad. That's, all right, we're just gonna verify the integrity. Wait, all right, I'm watching. What are you saying? Okay, never mind. Wait, what do you guys mean, wait? What did I miss? Did I miss something? What? What are you saying? I was going to say your times in friends list times weren't loading. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't think it's Ghostrunner that broke. I think it's my Steam that broke. I think it's just my Steam. We're in the clear. We might actually have this. I'm completely restarting Steam. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, no, my Steam is completely corrupted. Holy shit. Control-Alt-Delete. Task Manager. We're gonna have to shut this down manually. Oh, no, it's not happy. Oh, it's making weird, like, flickering lights. What the fuck? Okay. Open, please. Steam? There we go. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. Connected to online. Let us see if that fixed it. Crossing my fingers. These Steam issues sound like scary ghost stories. They are, basically. I like that little bam noise it makes. And then I skip it. Alright. No. No, it didn't work. Nope. Nope. It's dead. Oh, no! Damn it. Alright. Well. Oh, it's definitely something fucked happened with Steam, but you know what? I'll figure it out later. We'll do something else for now. It's just a matter of what. See, unfortunately, I didn't think that this game was going to glitch out like this. So I didn't pre-install anything, thinking this would be an issue. So, what to do? Let's see here. I do not have space engineers. No, Gunner, it didn't work. The saves just are completely lost for some reason. So I'm going to download some saves later on, and I'll just import them, and we'll continue Ghostrunner on Wednesday. For now, I'm looking to do something else that isn't going to take a year to install, that at least could be kind of cool. Vermintide 2, I'm pretty sure that would take a while to download, but I will humor you and see how long it'll take. Oh, it only says 39 minutes. Let's kill my internet. No, I had it on the other laptop. I have not installed it on the new one yet. All right, I'm going to go back to the home and chatting screen while this does this. So for the moment, here we are. I don't have the final station. I don't have it. I'd have to go buy it. You'll gift it. No, it's all right. We'll do it later. Listen. I do voices. There is a lot we can do while we wait. There is a lot that we can contemplate. It was turned into a just chatting stream real quick. That it did, and in fact, I'm going to change the name of that. I'm going to change it to Saves Died. Tell a story. Oh, yes, I will. All right, let me first and foremost open up Twitch and change my stream title name. Do not play audio. There we go. Are we co-oping Vermintide? Yes, I mean, once I get it installed, sure, why not? No, I'm here starting it myself. Alright, edit. There we go. Chatting because Steam destroyed my save file. There we are. Edited. Alright, now, should I read perchance a story? Or should I tell a story? Or something? I don't know, really. Guessing Steam was having issues that day, syncing your saves up, and today it's reset that day. Yes, well, probably. Thankfully, there is a way to fix it. It will just be a little time-consuming, but I'm not terribly concerned. Oh my goodness. Alfred, you have subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you very much. Oh, I see. Now I'm kind of glad my internet fucked up there for a moment. What? Drink some unicorn ale makes you forget the horrors of save troubles. Oh, I could kill for a spicy beverage right now. I don't know if the rule about speaking about alcohol is still the same way it was prior on Twitch, so I'm going to say spicy drinks. Yes, of course. That's an item in my D&D campaign. Right-click save. Alright, let us get some nice, casual music playing. Perhaps I should just play the music for my starting soon moment. Where is my starting soon audio? Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Drone in D by Kevin MacLeod from filmmusic.io. There you go, I've credited you. Don't sue me. Beautiful. Perfect. No problem as long as you don't incite minors to drink. Oh, yes, of course. If you are under the drinking age legal in your country, do not consume alcohol. Now, I can, personally, and I do prefer ales. Found some very interesting information about Ghostrunner saves. All right. Should look into it later. We will. I can, but can't before work. Yes, do not drink before you have to work. Do not drink and operate a vehicle. Do not do anything under the influence. DM'd it so we don't lose it. Reddit Ghostrunner, lost all my progress. What the fuck? Please help. I seem like I'm not the only problem with it. One with a problem. Stuff my face with McDonald's. I would be stuck in a toilet for hours. I, unfortunately, am not so apt to consume fast food of great varieties. Very few fast food restaurants I'm actually able to eat at without having massive intestinal distress. One in particular, I can occasionally handle an Arby's. I do like Arby's. Oh my god, wait, that reminds me. Have you guys seen the E-League Arby's commercials? If you haven't, I know what we're doing. Alright, if you haven't seen it, oh no, if you haven't seen these, we've got to play these. These are some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Alright, hold on, let me... Oh, now it's trying to capture Streamlabs. No, don't capture Streamlabs. What? I need to capture just the area I want, please. Oh, for God's sakes, would you just let me do what I want to do here? Damn you! Screen capture, yes please. Right, let's just shrink that down very small. No, wait, I don't know how to do that. Can you tell I'm bad at technology? Capture window. Oh well, whatever. Show additional settings. Whatever. Fine, fine. There it is. Alright. Transform fit to screen. Alright. There we go. So, these commercials are absolutely hilarious. I hope you're ready for this, because I'm not.
sandwich proprietor Arby's has officially teamed up with E-League. Anyone hear that? No, it's like a beeping. Shh. There, listen. It's faster now. What? Looks like it's time to invest in a diffuse kit. Arby's, we have the meats. Arby's and E-League together at last. Cue sandwich violence. Hey! Arby's, we have the meats.
I'm moving this to be slightly smaller.
Ever since Arby's partnered with E-League, all our food keeps blowing up. So why should we waste our time describing those cute little seasoned curls? They're twisty, crispy outsides. They're twisty, soft insides. Insides. Arby's,
This guy has the voice of God.
meats. Now that Arby's and E-League are brothers in CSGO, we'd like to take a moment to announce that... What is going on? Rush B! Rush B! Rush B! Ah!
He says rush B.
It's too real! It's too real! It's too real. Arby's is really starting to second guess his partnership! Arby's, we have the meats. Arby's is now the official sandwich sponsor of E-League. That was the official sandwich of E-League. Now you're just camping. Arby's, we have the meats. Look at those curly fries. Each one proud to be a part of Arby's sponsorship of E-League. Like that one in back kind of peeking out.
Arby's sucks,
Oh,
real
no.
talk.
Why did we peek?
What?
Arby's, we
Love
have
Arby's.
the meats. If you, like Arby's, are a big E-League fan, you gotta try Arby's 13-hour smokehouse brisket sandwich. Hickory smoked beef brisket, topped with smoky Gouda cheese, piled
Wait
with
for
crispy
it.
onions, shot with something called a deagle, slathered with, I want to say that was some kind of sauce, and sandwiched between what is now basically bun dust. Arby's, we have the meats.
I absolutely adore those commercials. I thought those were hilarious. There's one that's a lot shorter, and it's just him saying, all of our food keeps blowing up, and then it immediately explodes, and he just goes, ah! Oh, God. All right, we're about a fourth of the way downloaded, so listen, I don't want to be like a person who's freaking out over viewers and numbers. I don't want to try to be that kind of person. I know that's kind of shitty. It makes me seem kind of superficial. But I love the fact that I have 22 viewers right now, which is a much higher viewer count than normal, when I have absolutely nothing going on because my saves broke. Hi! Welcome to what normally doesn't happen. If this entertains you more than the game itself, I need to reconsider my life choices. Oh, I'm kidding. Or am I? But anyways, yes, we were talking about telling a story. Well, what kind of story did we want to tell? I think this means you're better off not playing games. Maybe. Less game, more Omni, that's what the public wants. Alright, forget it. I'm disregarding my games. This is going to be a just chatting channel now. We're going to do that thing that I actually very rarely do in real life. Talk. We hear the voice, I mean, that's half your brand, isn't it? Yes. The other half is me being an idiot in video games, so you can laugh at me. Twitch is really just the Colosseum, after all. Oh, look at that little man running from the lion. Oh, he's being maimed. Oh, poggers. I don't know about that, Chief. I've been in calls with you. Yeah, because you're one of the few people that I actually like talking to, because you're one of the few people that actually, like, converses back and doesn't suddenly start talking about people who've been recently thrown in jail. I totally just called out like several of my friends just then. So, I don't know, let's go back to playing this music. Oh. Contemplative. Very thoughtful. As Skellybone shows, bucket thonk. I think it's a little bit loud now. Turn that down just a little bit. Perfect, there we go. All right. So, I could read copypasta's most famous copypastas. The copyright cases? What? Do I have a Discord group? No, I do not. I don't really have any plans to do one either. Don't believe me. When I'm not on here streaming, I don't feel like having something else to have to micromanage. Thank you. Do you have jump key? Oh God, no! Listen. I like difficult games. I like games that challenge me. I don't like rage games. Those are more rage games than anything. I like games you can throw your head against a brick wall repeatedly and then eventually win. As opposed to games where you will throw your head against a brick wall and eventually bleed out and die, and then you have to walk all your way back. No, I'm not playing getting over it. I have already got over getting over it. Alright, what do we have here? I have to read these first. What the hell is this? No, this has like 72 upvotes. Do you like horror games? Some of them are cool, but I'm also a little bit of a cowardly bitch, and I don't like to play them. That being said, it would be fun to do a Phasmophobia with some friends. I do believe. That would be quite enjoyment. Quite enjoyment? Quite enjoyable. Oh! Here we go! Oh, excuse me, I need to call in the bombastic voice for a moment here. The Fitnessgram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line, and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. The test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready. Start. No, not reading that one. That's ridiculous. Not the pacer test. What about Pokemon games? After Sword and Shield, I'm giving that series a bit of a break. Sword and Shield took the wind out of me. No, nothing political. No, I'm not reading that one. Holy shit. No, God. Oh, Jesus. Some of these are bad. This does not change the fact that in Antarctica there are 21 million penguins, and in Malta there are exactly 502,653 inhabitants. So if the penguins decide to invade Malta, each Maltese will have to fight 42 penguins. What are these copypastas? What the hell is this? No, I'm not reading that one, but I love that one's funny. I remember when we suffered from this torture method in gym class. We often clashed one against another, some kind of... I'm sorry, hell, I tried my best. Alright, Among Us. Jesus, some of these are just not funny. Some of these are funny, though. I have traveled the entire galaxy, over light years of space and time, just to find out who the fuck asked. I like that one. Omni, I want you to know I've lit a candle that I just now got in memory of your save file. Thank you. He will be missed. Thankfully, he is saved and recorded on my hard drive. No, not the Shrek is love, Shrek is life thing. Get that out of here. Ah! I like this one. Wait, hold on. All right. Who's Joe? A distant voice asks. Instantly, everyone nearby hears the sound of thousands of bricks rapidly shuffling towards his location. The earth itself seemed to cry out in agony, until finally the ground itself split open, and a horrific creature crawled from the ground, covered in mucus and tar. The creature whispered, "Joe Mama." The man cried out in pain as he disintegrated into dust, and the whole world fell silent in fear. The wretched creature remarked one thing before burrowing back into the earth. "I did a little trolling." I gotta screw that one up a couple times there, but that's what happens when you do a cold read. Ah, yeah, the Do British People Even Exist one. I know about that one. Do you know Maxer? I do not know Maxer. What's your Metal Gear Solid Rising? I will check that another time. What the? No, not reading that one. I gotta read this one quick to make sure there's nothing bad in it, but let me see. Yeah, here we go. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 6 hasn't been the same since he left Vietnam. He can seldom close his eyes without opening them again at fear of Charlie's lurking in the jungle trees. Not that you could ever see the bastards, mind you. They were swift, and they knew their way around the jungle like nothing else. He remembers the looks on the boys' faces as he walked into that village, and the memory seldom left him either. Sometimes he'd reminisce, even here, Texas southern drawl. He remembers the smell of Brooklyn cigarettes like nothing else. He always kept a pack of Luckies with him. The boys are gone now, he knows that. It's just that he forgets sometimes. And every now and then, the way that 7 looks at him with avid concern in his eyes, it makes him think, sets him on edge, makes him feel like he's back there, in the jungle. Wow, that was something else. I did not see anything against telling. Not see anything telling against this. So, Loki. Rhino, I think you have your order of food. What makes you think that? Boom! To kill an archaeologist copy pasta? Let me look that up. I've not heard of that one before. For some reason, I can't find it either. Oh no, not the stop posting about Among Us. Gotta read a novel with that voice, you would make bank. You'd think. You'd really think. You'd think that people who read these audiobooks actually would make a decent bit. But, well, it's more of a passion project than anything, apparently. No, that sounds awful. No! No! Jesus. No, not Among Us ritual. Stop with the Among Us. Leave me alone. I don't like witch hunt style games. Audible is running to your door with a shitty contract. If it was Audible, I'd be slightly more okay with it, because at least they have their, they have policies and they'll actually pay you. Anyways. Boy, some of these are so cringy. That's just the Rickroll lyrics. That's just all of Rick Astley's never gonna give you. What the fuck? Download is about 50% done. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Never gonna run it, desert you. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop before I lose everybody here. Oh man, like, okay, some of these are getting. No, why did that make me laugh? It was, oh no, I can't read that one. I can't read that one. Jesus, some of these are cringe. Some of these are cringe-inducing beyond words. When I said short stories, I meant like a paragraph long. I looked up short stories and they're just like, ah, yes, Edgar Allan Poe. It's, "50 Shades of Grey" with Gilbert Gottfried. That is amazing. What is Omni looking up? I'm just looking up, like, things to read off in various voices while we await my download to finish. No, I'm not. I didn't look up what is a copy pasta. I looked up the most famous ones. Google, you failed me again. You have failed me once more. Yes, Navy SEALs 1. I know. Okay, this one's actually pretty good. It's the Navy SEALs copy pasta, but done in like pirate speak. I'm gonna butcher this one. But I have to. Here we go. Cold read.
What in Davy Jones' locker did you just bark at me, you scurvy build rat? I'll have you know I be the meanest cutthroat on the 7 seas, and I've led numerous raids on fishing villages, and I'm not reading that next line. I be trained in hit-and-run pillaging, and be the deadliest with a pistol of all the captains in the high seas. Ye be nothing to me but another source of swag. I'll have your guts for garters and keel haul you like you've never been done before. Hear me true. You think you can hide behind your newfangled computing device? Think twice on that, scallywag. As we parlay, I be contacting my secret network of pirates across the seas, and your port is being tracked right now. So you better prepare for the typhoon, weevil. The kind of monsoon that'll wipe you off the map. You're shark bait, fool. I can sail anywhere, in any waters, and can kill you in over 700 ways.
Where was I just?
And that be with just me hook and me fist. Not only do I be top of the line with a cutlass, but I have an entire pirate fleet at my beck and call, and I'll be damn sure to use it all to wipe your arse off the world, you dog. If only I had the foresight to know what devilish wrath your jeeb was about to incur, you might have belayed the comment, but you couldn't. You didn't. And now you'll pay the ultimate toll, you buffoon. I'll shit fury all over you and you'll drown in the depths of it. You're fish food now, lad.
I'm sorry, I know I went Scottish. It's really hard. It's so, thank you, the Real Happy Bunny, for 100 bits. It's so hard because whenever I speak in pirate, I immediately start creeping to Demo Man. I can't help it. I'm practicing, obviously, but there's also like, it's really difficult to differentiate like pirate speak and Scottish because there's a lot of things they do the exact same. What makes me a good demo man? Well, if I were a bad demo man, I wouldn't be sitting here discussing it with you, now would I? I main demo man in TF2. I love him. Oh, I can Gromit read. All right, you want something from Gromit? That's fine. Here we go. Here. I gotta make sure I read these. Yeah, some of these aren't that great. That's why the last one I just read, it was it had a line in there. I'm not saying it out loud. Not letting people take that context. Nope, that's wrong. No, there's genitalia in that one. No, we're not doing that. I'm so. Thank you, Helix, for subscribing, but. I'm just gonna read this one straight out. This one killed me. What the fuck? His ult did like 3k damage. How is that legit? Quote from Leonardo da Vinci, 1496, founder of the Illuminati. What? Why is Leonardo da Vinci complaining about someone's ult doing damage and then suddenly he's the founder of the Illuminati? Thank you, Alfred, for the 100 bits. Why did that one kill me? Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I need a. Oh, I need... All right, I need to find a copy pasta to. Oh, what is your name? F of B minus F of A. Thank you for following. I'm still laughing. All right, I found the thing I'm going to read as Gromit's voice. All right, here we go. If you ask Rick Astley for a DVD movie... Oh, hello, thank you for the bits. If you ask Rick... I'll try that again. If you ask Rick Astley for a DVD of the movie Up, he won't give it to you, because he's never going to give you up. However, by not giving you up, like you asked for, he's letting you down. This is known as the Astley Paradox. Right. That's my download ad. How long do I have to keep doing this? Oh no! An anonymous gifter is gifted 5 tier 1 sub. Thank you. Thank you very much. At this point, I'm just gonna do this all stream because this is ending up being more entertaining than any fucking game. Oh god, alright. Looking for more copy pastas. Yeah, Navy SEALs. Read Moby Dick? No. I'm not gonna read Moby Dick. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Yeah, you know. Alright. You brought it up. I have to do it. If any of you have seen Samurai Jack and you know about the Scotsman, There it is. There it is.
What do you think of that, Mr. Pajama-wearing, basket-face, slipper-wielding, clap-deep buckle, gather-up and mob-leathering gomeril Jesse, off-looking stoner, nyah-plucky-shan milk-drinking, soy-faced shilpit, mimooth sniveling, worm-eyed hottenblog, vile stoochie, cal-breaking tatty?
There you go, I did it. Thank you for the bits. Content of the ages. You know what? Someone said earlier, read an SCP page. Could do that. Could read like serious. We don't have, this doesn't all be comedic. I just gotta make sure it's not one about like something really inappropriate out of nowhere. Screw it, I'm listening to this on the way to work. All right. This is your impromptu audiobook. Look up SCP-12. It's a short enough one. I forget which one that is. I should know. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, I know this one. This one's in Secret Lab. Well, as an Easter egg. You don't actually get to interact with it. SCP-012. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-012 is to be kept in a darkened room at all times. If the object is exposed to light or seen by personnel using a light frequency other than infrared, remove personnel for mental health screening and immediate physical. Object is to be encased in an iron-shielded box, suspended from the ceiling with a minimum clearance of 2.5 meters from the floor, walls, and any openings. Description: SCP-012 was retrieved by archaeologist K.M. Sandoval during the excavation of a northern Italian tomb destroyed in a recent storm. The object, a piece of handwritten musical score entitled On Mount Golgotha, part of a larger set of sheet music, appears to be incomplete. The red/black ink, first thought to be some sort of berry or natural dye ink, was later found to be human blood from multiple subjects. The first personnel to locate the sheet, Site 19 Special Salvage, had 2 members descend into insanity, attempting to use their own blood to finish the composition, ultimately resulting in massive blood loss and internal trauma. Following initial investigations, multiple test subjects were allowed access to the score. In every case, the subjects mutilated themselves in order to use their own blood to finish the piece, resulting in subsequent symptoms of psychosis and massive trauma. Those subjects who managed to finish a section of the piece immediately committed suicide, declaring the piece to be impossible to complete. Attempts to perform the music have resulted in a disagreeable cacophony, with each instrument part having no correlation or harmony with the other instruments. That's cool. You just put SCP orientation out of a job? I actually don't know who that is. Hello, Nix! So, Nix, we were going to do Ghostrunner this stream, but Steam completely annihilated my saves, and it deleted everything that we did last stream. So I'm just shooting the shit, and I'm just reading stuff. Which is honestly, like, kind of becoming more entertaining than an actual game. So, I don't know. List of things Dr. Bright isn't allowed to do. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't know if it's appropriate for Twid. Not 100% certain. It's noted, though. I'll note it. I could just, I could read these, but we could just swap it up. John is kill. Oh, no, John Lennon. Cut out the bad parts. I can just scream redacted.
god, there's... Holy shit, they've updated this so much. Holy shit, there's 287 of these? No, that's all right. We'll do something else. That's a lot. Holy shit. Whoa. All right. What's a really something cool to read? Dramatic reading, comedic reading, who knows? Who knows? You know, if you haven't ever seen them, on my YouTube channel is a bunch of like old narrations I did a really long time ago. A lot of creepypastas. There was one that was Edgar Allan Poe. There was one. Oh shit! Maybe I should just read it. It's just too cool. I just typed in 11 miles, and I just got a big notification that just says, Google wants to know your location. You ain't finding me, Google! You're not finding me! Like it doesn't already. You're right. Was this really the original? Huh. I remember this being so much longer. Google, but that FBI open up meme. Oh yeah. All right. Here, you know what? I'm going to read a creepypasta. An old classic. It's called 11 Miles. It's fun. It's cool. I did a reading about it before, but I'll do it live. So that way people just listening to this for the sake of listening it just have something to listen to. So here we go. I should play some creepy music for this. I need some copyright-free spooky music that can loop. Oh, tabletopaudio.com. Perfect. Yeah, here we go. We're bringing out the spoops, and you're on a car ride, so this is perfect. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. Oh, it's perfect. Hopefully it's not too loud. There we go. All right. 11 miles. If you attempt this challenge but fail, then who knows what will happen to you. If you finish the challenge, you will find your reward. So tell me, do you have something that you truly, relentlessly desire? Is there something that you would go completely to the end of the world to get? Well, lucky for you, there's a way to achieve what the journey can... Wait, this isn't right. Is this not the original one? This has typos in it. Oh, whatever. There's a way to achieve this, but the journey can prove to be rather difficult. Do not use a vehicle too large or noticeable, as you will need some sort of cover of night to be the most safe. While any sort of car will do, you may not want to choose the most expensive or cherished vehicle. Do not drive faster than 30 miles per hour. You can take your slick new black Mercedes for the drive if you're close, but it may not be so wise. This is... Hold on, I'm sorry. This is not right. What is this? This is, like, broken up. This is all fucked up. Whoever, like,
typed this in here, whoever put this into this website completely ruined the thing. Like, the sentences are all over the place. Like, this is exactly what it says. You can take your slick new black Mercedes for the drive if you're close. You will see or feel its signs, but what the signs will be dependent on what it is you desire. What? No, that is not how this used to be. I remember reading this. That is not right. No! You've ruined it! You ruined it! This was gonna be cool! But you've mismatched the sentences! Oh! Tabletop audio, shut up. It's ruined. It's ruined. Ruined it! Ruined it! What? No, it completely skips a whole bunch of shit. Whatever. We're gonna do something else. Let's just find something else to read. You wanna read another SCP? I gotta read another SCP. No, I don't know. God, that was gonna be so cool. Whatever. I have it recorded on my YouTube. You can listen to it if you want. 3-sentence horror stories? 2-sentence horror stories. Do SCP-999? Oh, what was 999 again? Oh, there's this little friendly slime boy. Oh, I remember the little boy. I was like, oh, this is so great. I'm sorry. I read the 2-sentence horror story that's you hear your mom calling you into the kitchen. As you're about to head down the stairs, you heard a whisper coming from the closet saying, "Don't go down there, honey. I heard it too." But then the top comment is, actually, he's just the son of a lesbian couple. and she doesn't want him to go see the other mom. God damn it. Plot twist. Do 01. There's a story actually about my favorite #1 proposal when sun breaks. Yeah, cool. The kill you thing. Too long? Yeah, but it's really cool though. Where is it? Or was it, well, yeah, when dawn breaks, not when the sun breaks. When dawn breaks is absolutely terrifying. Yes. Yes. Here we go. Yes. All right. Turn it on the audio. Here we go. Daybreak. SD Locke's proposal. You find the access tunnel, hidden within a natural cave a mile off the main road. You don't need the keycard. The door is ajar. It smells here. It smells like them. Hopefully, they've moved on. You've come so far already. You can't turn back now. There's a slick trail that leads from the cave entrance into the depths of the site. If it's blood, or something that's smeared off of one of those things, you can't tell. You make a point to avoid it. You're still receiving the distress signal. It only started broadcasting yesterday. Whoever it is, you pray they're still alive. Your footsteps echo throughout empty corridors. Each footfall sounds for all the world like a dozen, as if you're not treading through the dark alone. Elevator is down, so you take the stairs, ending on floor B5, cater holding. You pass several empty containment chambers. The horrors they once held are long gone. If you're lucky. The trail takes you to an office branching off the main hall, the source of the signal. The door is cracked open, but stuck. You plant your feet, push with all your might. Something skitters out of one of the rooms to your left and around the corner before you can get a good look at it. Your first thought is, dog. It was on the ceiling, though. You take refuge in the room, slam the door behind you. It's dark here. You're safe. You take off your jacket and head wrap. Be a damn shame to die from something like hypothermia after all that's happened. The sole operating emergency light rotates in its casing, casting a pale orange glow across the room every other second, as if the room itself had a pulse. There's shelving haphazardly placed behind the door. A barricade. You scan the room. Soiled clothes, half-eaten food. Despite the presence of an adjoining restroom, there is excrement in a bucket in the corner. Disgusting. A pneumatic chamber on the northern wall would have been delivering consumables to the occupant. The trail terminates in the corner of the room, forming a sick puddle. You spot 3 pharmacy bottles. Further inspection reveals them to be various opioids. They're all empty. There's a desk with a computer atop it. Approaching the terminal, you can clearly see the blinking light of the power button. You take a seat and turn it on. Emergency protocol activated. Clearance level safeguards removed. Full access granted. Secure. Contain. Protect. Loading. Loading. You hear footsteps just outside the door. Every first step comes down, heavy. The second drags behind it. Loading. Loading. Authenticating. A dark shape blots out the light streaming in through the slits between the floor and the doorway. Authenticating. Authenticating. You tense up, waiting with bated breath, praying it will pass. You damn the deafening thumping of your heart for betraying your position. Please wait. Please wait. The shadow recedes. You breathe a sigh of relief, just as the screen comes to life. Opening file. Automated Secure System Notification Code 235. There has been an error in retrieving the current iteration of the SCP-001 file. You are currently viewing revision number 3. Newer revisions can be accessed at the bottom of this page. And then let me skip ahead to let me just read these. Revision 3/12, updated 1,312 days ago. Item number SCP-001. Object class Apollyon. That means you're gonna die. Special containment procedures. Due to its nature, SCP-001 cannot be contained. Survivors of the SCP-001 event stationed within secure facilities are to remain in contact with one another. Personnel are encouraged to attempt to reach Site 19 by any means at their disposal. Personnel with knowledge as to the whereabouts of the O5 Council are to relay this information to the Administrator. Survivors attempting to travel outdoors must fully cover their bodies in protective clothing, preferably several layers. Travel by foot should be limited as much as possible. Cities and man-made structures in general provide the greatest protection. Formerly wooded areas should be circumvented. Travel by air is preferable above all other methods. Personnel exposed to SCP-001 are to be considered lost. Compromised personnel are to be abandoned. Euthanization is not to be attempted. Collective instances of SCP-001-A are of formidable size are to be avoided at all cost. Conductive electrical weapons have proven partially effective at immobilizing instances and may be used for self-defense. Incendiary weapons work as well. Cryonic munitions are the most effective thus far. Testing has revealed that SCP-001-A is relatively safe to consume. This is only to be considered as a last resort in the absence of other options, as 001-A may reconstitute within the digestive system. Only small portions should be consumed at a time to prevent blockage. Personnel stationed at Site 19 are to pursue research concerning off-world colonization. Shuttles must be constructed as to not allow light to penetrate the interior. Message. To those of you with families, or God forbid, children, I'm deeply, deeply sorry. You must push on. Do not let their deaths be in vain. We do still have time. Humanity may still have a future. Come to Site 19. We need all the hands we can get. Learn to embrace the darkness, friends, and fear the light. From the Administrator. Description: SCP-001 is the designation given to the Sun. After an event on System Error Data Loss, beep, boop, beep, boop, resulting in 6.8 billion casualties within the first 24 hours, this event has been categorized as an XK Delta-class solar singularity scenario. The SCP effect does not seem to result from exposure to ultraviolet rays, but rather light in the visual spectrum. The effect is similarly present in moonlight. Upon contact with visible light produced by the sun, living organisms liquefy at the point of contact, with the effect spreading until the entire organism is converted. Visually, this is reminiscent of melting wax. The time this takes is largely dependent on the level of exposure and size of the organism. Despite this restructuring, at no point do living organisms perish. Upon completion, these organisms, noted as SCP-001-A, take on a gelatinous consistency. Motile organisms will attempt to orient themselves in a fashion reminiscent of their previous form, to varying degrees of success. Flora typically remain physically inert, yet are still capable of photosynthesis, and still produce oxygen. Organisms capable of flight lose the capability to do so. Fauna remain sentient and display behavior that parallels their non-anomalous counterparts when not absorbed into a collective instance. Humans retain a modicum of sapience and memory. Biological anomalies exposed to 001 are affected in the same manner. It seems that exposure nullifies any previously expressed anomalous characteristics. Due to their composition, instances of 1-A that make contact with one another may combine and blend at the molecular level,
This does not seem to cause any pain or distress to the instances, though the resulting bulk can inhibit movement. Since the 001 event, most instances have congregated into such collectives, which seem to possess no maximum volume. The resulting biomass is amorphous and chaotic. The component organisms will shift between a full to semi-liquid state. Limbs and bodies will rise periodically from within the mass for a short duration, before deteriorating and being subsumed by another life form. Collective instances will locomote by using their appendages in tandem to carry their mass. Larger instances will form a pseudopod from their constituent life forms and drag themselves about in a manner similar to amoeba.
Open attached file. Audio log. Access granted.
A harsh static lashes out of the speakers when you open the file. It disturbs the stillness of the room, catches you off guard, and quickens your heart's pace. There's some handling noise as the recorder adjusts their microphone. A brief moment of silence passes, and then...
This is, Dr. Logan Agata, level, 3 researcher.
There's a quiver in her voice that betrays her attempts at professionalism. She pauses, takes a deep breath, and continues.
Due to Site 46's possession of several communicatable info hazards, we've been cut off from the rest of the network under blackout protocol. As such, I'll be updating this as we come across new information. On the bright side, we are actually still receiving transmissions from a few sites. A good number of personnel have made it seems. Some are planning to make a break for 19. Some are trying to fight the Dash, as some, like us, are simply biding their time. Our site is sealed for the time being. We're not ready for the journey. At least, not yet.
She sighs.
We experienced a containment breach a few days ago. One of the higher maintenance humanoids broke loose. Son of a bitch compromised containment on half a dozen caters and ran off. They didn't make it more than 5 feet from the tunnels before collapsing into a soup. I watched it play out on the cams. It didn't take long for them to get back up.
She stops again, mutters to herself incomprehensibly, before you hear the unmistakable sound of a match strike. She exhales audibly.
Much better. Not exactly a designated smoke area, but what the hell, right?
She clears her throat.
Commander Enan suited up and went to town on them the next day, tried to drive them off. It didn't turn out very well. Poor bastard. But we did learn a thing or two, at least.
Pause. Exhale.
There's only a few of us left here. I'm holed up in one of the offices. Jerry and Director Phillips are somewhere in the barracks. Clyde and a few Ds locked themselves in the armory with Ari. I should really see how she's doing.
She trails off for a moment, before you hear the buzz of radio chatter. I gotta check out who's talking to who. Oh. Hey, hon! How you holding up down there? A voice responds. A man with an exaggerated, mocking tone.
I'm just doing fine. I want you to know I love you.
Logan shoots back. Who? Knock it off, put her on, damn it. I need to speak with her. There's a clamor on the other side. Oh, actually, I think I'm messing up these voices. There's a clamor on the other end while the radio changes hands. A soft voice calls out, concerned. Babe, what's wrong? Logan responds, nothing. Pause. Exhale. I just wanted to check in real quick. Ari pleads. I'm fine, babe. Really. I can take care of myself. I'm ruining this story right now. A creak. Logan shifts in her seat. Logan is a chick? This makes it even funnier. No, I know that. I can't help it, though. I know coming here was never easy for you. Pause. Exhale. Logan continues. And with everything going on, Hey, you told me you quit smoking. There's a ruckus as Agata presumably attempts to snuff her cigarette. No, of course not. I mean, I did. I did stop. Ari doesn't sound convinced. I don't think I'm the one you need to worry about. I'm staying clean. I haven't even thought of touching amnesiacs in months, trust me. Anyways, since you were wondering, I'm fine. The guys are sitting around playing cards. I'm tucked in the corner with my notebook. You can practically hear Agata smiling as she jokes. Sweetheart, penning a sonnet about my undying love at a time like this? I'm flattered. Ari responds with a feigned laugh. An elegy at the moment. I feel like if I don't keep myself busy doing something, I'll go crazy locked down here. I know what you mean, hon. I'll let you get back to it. I love you. Ari replies. Love you too, babe. This has gotten weird. This has gotten weird. Oh well. A moment of silence, then a match strike followed by an audible exhale.
And that's all of us. Everyone else was either topside during the event, or they were killed in the breach. Director's orders are to stay put, keep an eye on the cams, both in and around the facility. We've got the 001D skips beating at our front door, and God knows what else is locked in here with us. We still have electricity. We should be good for quite some time, and the place is stocked with enough supplies to last the site a couple of years. We're going to be fine for now.
Pause. Exhale.
Everything's going to be fine.
She waits a beat before ending the transmission.
I didn't realize it was she, didn't say until afterwards, and then I'm just like, well, I've already gone this far. You know what?
They're very, you know what? They're masculine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, whatever. Anyways.
Access file, SCP-001 revision. Number 5-12, incident report, appended.
Special containment procedures. No changes submitted. Information collapsed. Description. No changes submitted. Information collapsed. Open attached file. Incident report 001.1. Access granted. They've just been sitting out there this entire time, calling out to us, begging for us to come outside. The noise drew in more of them. There's this one mast that I'm sure must have been a few dozen people, and God knows how many animals rolling around inside it. Screams and bleats and screeches and howls non-stop, louder than all hell. The worst ones make this disgusting moaning, like they're actually enjoying it. They're not going to leave so long as they know we're down here. We managed to talk one of the D-class into going out, seeing if he couldn't draw them away. He was surprisingly okay with the plan. All he asked for was a gun, and a single round. He made it out there, and one got a hold of him, tried to get his mask off. He managed to work the pistol up beneath his chin in time, got it off. I figured he was lucky. After he fell limp, though, it kept working at his suit, pried off the hood, poured itself inside, began tearing it off him from within. He came back, started changing, dripping out of the suit and screaming and screaming and screaming. They won't even let us die. The director has a plan. There's an escape tunnel hidden in his office. Tram under the site will take us to a safe house. We should be able to start towards 19 from there.
Access file, SCP-001, revision, number 8. 1. Attachment. Opening attached file. Video file. Access granted.
You see her for the first time. Dr. Agata was seated where you are right now. She has a pained look. Her eyes are bloodshot. A large, wet, red-black blotch has formed on her breast pocket. She draws a shuddering breath. Parts her lips as if to speak, and stops herself. She bows her head and cries silently. After a minute, she manages to choke out.
And I'm just going to read her voice plain at this point because I don't want to keep butchering it for comedy's sake.
The tunnel flowed in through the ceiling, dragging them into the light and ripping off their clothes and She reaches into her breast pocket and withdraws a finger. The glint of a wedding ring is visible above the severed portion. She holds it close, in cupped hands, and runs a thumb across the glimmering band. She sits like this for an eternity, whispering apology after apology, begging forgiveness. Lost in the moment, she looks up after some time. There's a look of realization when she sees she's still recording, before she places the digit back into her pocket. She leans forward, as if to turn off the camera, when a radio crackles to life. It broadcasts white noise for a few seconds, and then a voice that sets you on edge.
Logan?
It's Ari. Almost. Her voice has taken on the disgusting, gurgling tone characteristics of the affected. Logan's jaw drops. What little color was left on her face drains. It speaks out again.
Where are you? Why can't I get back inside? Are you there?
Logan rummages beneath her desk for a moment and produces a handheld radio. Her hands are shaking. The thing implores her. Its inhuman speech curdles your stomach.
Babe, it's all right. I'm all right. Really? It's a bright, sunny day, and you're just wasting away down there.
Logan is in tears, her finger hovering just above the call button. The airy thing draws a deep, wet breath and speaks.
Such a beautiful, clear blue sky. Just like that day. Do you remember, babe?
Logan withdraws a cigarette with her free hand, followed by a pack of matches. Her shaking thwarts the first two attempts to light it. She swears silently. Third time's the charm, and she inhales a quarter of it in a single drag. The airy thing continues.
It was so perfect. Everything was how I'd always dreamt it would be. You planned exquisitely. I'd never felt so in love.
Logan begins rocking back and forth.
You even had the band play our song.
It starts singing.
I feel good in a special way. I'm in love, and it's a sunny day.
Logan hurls the radio across the room. It smashes somewhere off camera. It's still somewhat operational, as you can still hear the thing singing.
Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine.
More voices join in the chorus as the radio slowly loses life. A few, a dozen, then more. They continue singing until the radio mercifully dies. Logan rushes out of her chair, and you can hear her vomiting off screen. The video films the empty seat for several minutes before she returns to end the feed. As the video ends, a lingering, paranoid sensation washes over you. You're being watched. You defensively dart your eyes about, though they take a second to adjust to the darkness beyond the monitor. The emergency light sweeps across the room, stretching and twisted the shadows beyond recognition. And that's when you spot it. There, in the corner, coming out of the puddle. Time slows to a halt. A pair of hands, coated in the lustrous black slime you followed through the facility, are on either side of the sickening pool, as if something beneath the floor is bracing itself, trying to lift itself up. Something inhuman. The head comes next, rising from the muck. Matted hair conceals its face, plastered over it by the mystery fluid. It turns in your direction. It stares at you from the corner, which once again falls into darkness. The emergency light continues its journey across the room, and it washes over the puddle again, revealing nothing out of the ordinary. You access the next file.
Open attachment. Access granted. Revision number 9-12.
Dr. Igata appears on the monitor. She's lost weight. Her eyes are bloodshot and wide. On the table before her lay a knife, a bowl, and a stack of manila envelopes filled with yellowing pages. Atop this stack is a blood-stained parchment.
Despite the things we have to deal with here at the Foundation, I've always believed we would be able to maintain control. We would hold the darkness at bay, let mankind flourish in the light. Site 19 stopped broadcasting last month. It's been getting harder and harder to find a reason to keep going, especially without.
She grabs the knife, contemplates it for a moment.
I keep going over it again and again in my mind. That day, back in the tunnels, everything that happened. I've gone down there a few times, if only to hear her voice again. But it's wrong. That thing on the other side of the door, it isn't her. Not anymore. It sounds like her. It knows everything she knew, but it's not her. This light, it takes your body. It steals your mind. But what about your soul?
With this, she slices into the palm of her left hand and winces. You watch her clench her fist, draining her blood into the bowl.
If this works, I can bring back something the light couldn't reach. I'll post an update here. For now, signing off.
Access file SCP-001. Revision number... Error. Revision 4A updated 985 days ago. Item hurts. Object apologize. Special containment procedures. SCP-001 should not be contained. Survivors of the SCP-001 event stationed within secure facilities can never truly be with one another. Personnel are encouraged to get over themselves and stop thinking they know better. You can't hide down there forever, love. Personnel exposed to SCP-001 aren't people you can just abandon. I didn't ask for you to save me. It wasn't your choice to make. Euthanization is not to be attempted. Conductive electrical weapons have proven partially effective at immobilizing instances. You couldn't stand seeing me better off. Incendiary weapons tickle. Cryonic munitions are the most effective. Thus far. Personnel stationed at Site 19 have no regrets. Neither did I. It's never too late, babe. Description. SCP-001 is the designation given to the sun after we finally became free. The effects are instantaneous, resulting in release from all suffering until you ripped me away. These changes seem scary, I know. Despite this restructuring, at no point will you die. I promise. Due to their composition, instances of SCP-001-A that make contact with one another may combine and blend and finally exist This does not cause any pain. Since the SCP-001 event, most instances have congregated into a collective, which seems to possess no maximum volume. Don't be afraid. The resulting biomass is beautiful. The component organisms will shift in and over and around and through and around and through and around and through. Limbs and bodies hold, never letting go, before deteriorating and being subsumed by another life form. Collective instances will locomote by just trying to get close to you again. Trying so hard. Let me in. Let me go back. There's a video file attached. Opening it, you see that it presents the room you're in. The feed seems to be coming from one of the security cameras, up in the corner of the room. It's dark, but you can just make out Dr. Aigata, lying in a pile of laundry along the far wall. She's writhing in her sleep. She seems tormented, hurt. She's tossing and turning and mumbling nonsense words. The camera shakes. It lifts upwards for a moment, before it focuses on her again. It starts moving closer, slowly. The speakers come to life, picking up an airy, breathy static. As the cameras move closer to the doctor, it becomes clearer, crisper. It's not merely white noise, but dozens, hundreds of voices whispering unintelligibly over each other. You lean in, press your ear almost against the speaker, trying to discern what it is that's being said. Something strange stands out amidst the discordance. Are you paying attention? This next bit is just for you. You're not quite sure what to make of it, though. Looking back at the monitor, the camera has come to a halt inches away from the sleeping doctor. The voices stop. There is no sound. A hand, black and oily and skeletal, reaches out for her, brushes away a lock of hair. Her eyes shoot open as she recoils in shock. The feed cuts out.
Access file SCP-001. Revision 12. 1. Attachment. Opening attachment. Access granted.
Dr. Aigata appears before you on the screen, looking even worse for wear than she did previously. Her hair is thinning, with large swaths appearing absent from the middle of her head. If they weren't reflecting the soft glow of the monitor, you would have assumed she no longer had eyes, or how deep they recessed into her skull. She stares ahead, unblinking.
She won't stop. She won't go away. I know I didn't pick up an info hazard browsing the archives. Tested myself for SCP-8673 infection. Negative. SCP-9189 is the only other one that uses print as a vector. And it can't be that. I still have all my fingers.
Her lips crack into a broken grin. She lets out a weak laugh and displays her trembling hands. What appears to be the mostly skeletal remains of a finger is embedded into the flesh of her left hand. In the stump that would have supported her natural ring finger, 2 wedding bands loosely encircled the digit, laying atop one another.
So I'm not infected. I'm not crazy. I know the ritual worked. I know it's really her. It's her, and she...
Something catches her attention off screen. She cocks her head, listening.
No, I can't. You're not you. Not the same. Not you. It's not you anymore. No.
She begins rubbing her temples, repeating herself over and over again. A minute passes. She snaps her head back up and addresses the camera.
It's her, but it's not. What I brought back, still a part of one. There's no way out, there's no way. There's no hope for a future for me. Thank God I can't go on like this any longer. I'll be safe here. The light can't reach me. I won't let it. I won't let it take me.
She brandishes a handgun.
I was planning on using this till I found someone, some leftover meds. I don't want to. I don't want to risk calling attention to myself. It's my body.
She opens the desk drawer and deposits the firearm. She raises her gaze, stares into the camera.
Mom, Dad, Ari,
I'm sorry. She reaches forward and ends the recording. You open the drawer and pull out the gun. You absentmindedly turn it over in your hands for a moment, wondering where you'll go from here. Site 17? 64? Surely, you can't be all that's left. The computer dings. There's been an update to the file?
Access SCP-001. Current iteration updated 1 minute ago. Accessing
Saffron skies raise the blazing sun. A chance encounter, awkward displays. One day, my love, we'd be as one. With two entwined, a set course begun. That frenetic, wild, lustrous haze. Azure skies host the radiant sun. Above us, beaming as we run, down that aisle of fervent craze. That day, my love, we became as one. With future unfolded, the life we'd won, commitment and duty for the family we'd raise. Cerulean skies ferry the shimmering sun. Buried, shackled by fate, overrun by ever-growing resent and malaise. Yesterday, my love, we were as one. Now you lie here, the life in you gone, in the dark outside of her rays. Crimson skies bear the torch, our sun. Today, my love, we'll be as one. System error. Without your prompting, the page begins playing video file. You freeze when the image loads. It's a live feed, looking down at you from behind, about a foot away. A skeletal, inky left hand enters the frame, approaching you at a snail's pace. It's missing its ring finger. Without a second thought, you turn and fire in a frenzy, hoping to drive off the specter. Your bullets meet an empty wall. There's nothing there. A second passes before you hear it, before you hear them. Sloshing, wet thuds coming down the corridor, accompanied by a chorus of screams. It slams into the door. Could there be a place to hide? It strikes a second time. What appears to be a face, part human, part something, dribbles in under the frame. Bits of flesh from God knows what oozes in from the sides and reconstitutes into fingers, eyes, feathers. A third. Now it's pressing up against the wood, causing it to sag inwards. With a groan and a crash, the wood splinters. The door explodes open. Hands and arms stretch out of the mass, pulling you up, passing you from one to the next, on and down the line. They drag you past empty containment units, upwards and through the stairwell, through the halls and towards the tunnel. You're afforded a few precious moments in the darkness. And at the end of the tunnel, there is light.
And that's where the story ends. Hello, I'm a mutated monstrosity. Alpha Alfred, what I find most evocative about this entry is not the end of the world, the body horror, the destruction of individual humanity, or the deteriorating mental state of Igata. To me, it's the mockery of one of the central themes of the Foundation, that the Foundation dies in the dark so that humanity could live in the light. Yeah, it's cool. That is why I love this entry. That was about an hour, yeah. At this point, Gunner, I don't know. Are we gonna? I could just keep reading. That, or I could actually play the game now, because I mean that took out a lot of my throat. The moment the music ended is genius. I'll give you that. I did that myself. I quickly flicked over a tab and turned the music off and then flicked back.
What can I say? I'm a man of drama.
That was long, unsettling, and to my previous judgment, I shit my pants. Nice! What I love about that story is the sheer hopelessness that's been brought upon it. For those of you who aren't familiar with the SCP Foundation, it's a fictional, basically secret organization that contains anomalous objects that could be potentially threatening to the human race. There's a lot of deeper lore to it and deeper reasonings, and some stories are like, oh, they're not actually here for protection. Some things are like, well, they're holding back something evil, Scarlet King, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But this story is one of many different stories that, yeah, not always threats. Sometimes it's just things that they're just like, we shouldn't let this get into the hands of society to break it. But SCP-1 is actually not one single entry. There were so many people who wanted to be entry number 1 that the creators of the wiki just decided, you know what, we'll have instead people can provide proposals for number 1. So that way, it's not people saying, well, what do you mean this one is number 1? This one isn't that good. Yeah, they probably won't ever have a 1, which I like, because in an entire just encyclopedia of all these fictional items and stories, ranging from things that take you into other dimensions, monsters that only move when you don't look at them, a tickle monster that the moment it just touches you, you just are suddenly happy, these crazy things, this lizard that literally cannot be killed and just hates humanity forever, and anytime you try to kill it, it comes back deadlier. And as Skellybone says, or in lore, there's multiple ones to hide the real one. Yeah, so the idea is, what I like is that number one is what is deadlier than deadly? What is deadlier than everything else here? Or not even deadlier, what is more omniscient, more powerful, above all of the other anomalies that are written on this site? And that's why I love reading the entries for number 1. There's one that it's a book, and people find out anything you write in it becomes reality in their world. And so it ends up being that this person's entry for SCP-1 is that it's the wiki, and anything you write in the wiki becomes real. I thought that was really cool. And then there's one, it's basically the gate to heaven, and there's just an angel, this incredible angel guarding it, and you cannot defeat him. Anything you fire at him, he just instantly smites you. But it's just like the gates of heaven, the end of life. Yeah, the creature that whenever you mention anything about it, it takes you away anywhere, and you don't have no idea where it takes you. Like, and it's cool because you can't even talk about it. Did I miss something? Guys, are you okay? Wait. Audio cut out for... I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's weird. Yeah, anyways, but no, the entries for number 1 are really cool. Like, just... I love the idea of this one where the entry is just the sun. And it's just, the sun kills you. There's nothing you can do. It literally, it doesn't matter if you're dead, it brings you back. It doesn't matter if you die and someone brings your soul back. Your soul is gone. Your soul is corrupted. It's that just insane hopelessness of Dawn Breaks that's just insane to me. What are you guys freaking out about? Nix, are you okay? People have glorified number 1, even though it's how the rest of the site is. 1 isn't the biggest, baddest, it's just 1. Yeah, and that's why I like the idea of some people's takes on it. Because some of the takes aren't like the most insane thing in the world. Some of them are just like bizarre anomalies beyond bizarre, but yet they're harmless. I love the fact that the idea behind 1 is that it's not just one entry. It's crazy. What's my favorite SCP? Oh, you can't just hit me with that. I love a lot of them. I love the computer virus. I think he's great. There's one, I'm not remembering what number it is. But it's like, it goes through the entire article, like telling you all these things about it, like, it's got like pale skin. Oh, it's extremely vulnerable to like ultraviolet rays, ironic for what we just read. It only like survives off of like hemoglobin and shit. And it's describing this all as if it's like super crazy. And then you get to the end, you're just like, wait a minute, this is just ridiculous roundabout ways of talking about a vampire. And I love that article. I love that it's just like, we're going to describe a vampire in science-y, official, like, SCP speak. And you have no idea it's a vampire until you get to the end. It was so good. It was really, really fun. Gonna be hunting rats. Give me more time. We could, but, like, I don't know. I'm enjoying just this talking. From the website point of view, I love the one you can't physically speak of or write of. That is one of the best articles I have ever seen written anywhere. Like, obviously, the whole point of it is it's a person speaking about it, knowing that you can't talk about it. And so your first thought is, okay, so how are they going to get this across to me? And they do it in a way that is both, you're kind of looking at this like, what the hell is this? But yet you also get it. It was incredible. One of the best examples of like visual messaging I've ever seen. It was so cool. Yeah, that one. SCP SCP-1230. And for those of you who like know about SCP but like don't get into it, maybe you've seen like some of the cringe in the community, some of the crazy culture about it. Here's the thing. It's not. It's a huge community. There's a lot of different people. Yes, there are a lot of cringe about it, but it's just a massive compendium of just fiction, horror fiction, fantasy fiction, sci-fi fiction. Writers have got together and have just made a universe. And some of the stories these people have written are incredible. The never-ending hallway that just keeps looping, and the longer you walk down it, the more weird shit happens. I think there's one, it's like a mirror and a set of rings, and like you wear the ring and then you can walk through the mirror, and based off your personality you go into like a different world. There's some that hit you like a gut punch to the feels. Holy shit. I'm going to try and even mention it without like getting emotional. But there is a Eggs Benedict 6 is now following. Thank you for following. There is an SCP that is like a teddy bear made of patchwork that all it does is like, it just fixes people. If there is something about you that is broken, like some organic part, it just magically creates like a felt replacement, applies it to you, and it functions. It functions perfectly. It is the ultimate surgeon. But if something is wrong with you that it can't fix, it just comforts you. It just like, fine, it gets some chocolate, it just like hugs up next to you, and it gets like really sad and really like empathic, and I'm just like, I'm gonna cry. So SCP-1213. I have not actually read this one. I'm gonna save this one, or I could just read it. What is this? Yeah, but there's a lot. I could make a whole stream of just reading and theory crafting about this, just because. Isn't that the same bear that builds things to kill people? No, that is a different bear. There is actually 2 sets of bear SCPs. But yeah, also, I don't know if you guys heard, there is a recent thing that happened. They're actually removing the image for number 173, which I will pull out the image for it. Some of you have probably seen it before. They're actually removing the image from the article. Yeah, basically the first SCP. Which I will pull up in an image because I know there are some people viewing this that have not actually seen it. Dun, 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 image. Add source. New source. Peanut. Browse. All right, Mr. Peanut. There you are. There. This is. Oh. Nope. Undo. This is SCP-173, the Peanut Boy. Yeah, it was an image that was shared around, and yeah, it was a nightmare getting around removing it. The site will be in a complete Creative Commons, which is great. Yeah, so here is the cool thing about it. I will pull up the Twitter article set about it. This is one of the greatest ways I've seen like a company handle this kind of a situation, which I thought was really great. There it is. So, to give some context, this is from the official Twitter. To give some context, the SCP Foundation is legally licensed under CC-BY-SA 3.0. This means anyone is free to make any kind of fan content about SCP as long as they give credit and let anyone do the same to their work. However, the only exception to this is this guy right here that is on screen. SCP-173's image is actually known as Untitled 2004, an art piece by Japanese artist Izumi Kato. Kato, I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but Kato is only learned about its use in SCP later, and graciously allowed its use as long as it wasn't used commercially, though he was unhappy with the arrangement, understandably. However, this made SCP-173's situation tenuous. Even though 173 is CC-BY-SA 3.0, its image is not, since it was copyrighted. So the article that was actually written about it is free to basically reuse for different things, but you couldn't use the image. However, due to the way the internet works and the way that we see everything, they're just going to be like, oh, this is the official image for it. And as we saw in many a different SCP-styled game that features this creature, this is the image we get for it. And as a result, there have been many companies who have tried to market this, have tried to create different things. What is this, by the way? Image has a whole legal nightmare around it. Removing it will get the site into complete Creative Commons. Yeah. We still have that crazy Russian to contend with, though. I'm curious. I actually don't follow this deeply enough to know. What is that talking about? Is there someone causing uproar in the SCP community? while you're replying to that, I will also just say I do like their approach too, with not only removing the art. They said, additionally, Kato's work was designed with its own meaning and artistic vision in mind, which was forcefully hijacked by SCP-173. While we cannot fully undo the damage done, we have a moral and legal obligation to at least try separating SCP from Kato's work. To be clear, he has not demanded we take down the art. However, we believe it is necessary in the spirit of Creative Commons, open collaboration, and artistic integrity to remove the image. We thank Kato tremendously for putting up with the wiki and the burden we thrust on him. It was a while back, yes, someone trying to abuse some legal system to get SCP taken down. Ah, I see. Some Russian guy claimed the Russian site for himself as his own creative rights. Oof! That sucks. But so what I love that they're doing for this this entry, this creature, is instead of replacing the image, which the original author of this article has said, let's not put up a new image, let's just take this one down. He has instead requested that everyone imagine 173's appearance for themselves, as opposed to there being an official one. And they're actually holding basically a collaborative event where a bunch of people are creating their interpretations of it based off of the article's description of it. And there's just will be a gallery of things like that. I love that. I love the idea that they are making it interpretive, but giving people inspiration. So that way the people who maybe don't have as good of a text to visual like creativity can see something to visualize in a better sense. So that's just, you know, I think it's really cool. Unity's is good. I actually believe Unity's is shown here. Yeah, here it is. This is a really cool design for it. Let me actually change the image source for this. Here is Unity's version of it. I believe this is the Unity version of it. I remember seeing a gameplay of it. Like, this is cool. Keeps the same feeling, but separates it from the work. Like, you know, it's obviously, it's not the same thing we know, but it keeps the idea still there. Then there are some pretty wacky, crazy ones. There are some that I'm just like, I don't like that one. But overall, it's pretty cool. And as someone who is an avid fan of a lot of, like, online fiction, someone just followed. Random Human is followed. Thank you for following. We're talking about SCP. I will remove Peanut. But yeah. So, it's just, you know, it's really cool. And I love entry number 1 for Daybreak. I just think that was really cool. Yeah. I thought someone was actually making a game about Daybreak. Or something like that. Considering you've clearly at least somewhat familiar with everything, have you seen Evan Royalty's work? I'm not familiar with the name, but I probably recognize what he's made. Also, Gunnar, you sent me the best Peanut. Let me take a look-see. Yeah, that's the best version of him, by far. You know what, guys? This is, I'm just going to say right here, let me just save this JPEG, because this is, you know. I think, personally, no image to represent the terrifying statue with which can follow you when you're not looking at it and instantly break your neck. This is perfect. This is the perfect interpretation of 173 right here. You will never, oh shit. You will never get better than this. That's it. That's right there. The best. Look at him. Sheer, absolute terror. He's made a couple SCP-related short movies, latest one being SCP. Oh, yes. Okay, that is the name of the guy who made those. Those are incredible. Like, I love the work people have done on this. Absolutely. Found a game that is technically a continuation of SCP Containment Breach. Interesting. That image made me question my life choices. Good. Evan Royalty is the one responsible for Overlord, Dollhouse, and Ghost Town. Yeah. And I think, wasn't... what the hell's the name of that movie? House in the Woods or something? I forget what it's called. Wasn't House of the... Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, Cabin in the Woods, had a lot of inspiration. At least I thought had a lot of inspiration from SCP. Like the concept of it, the theme. One of them was incredible, yes, including one that was basically MTF assault, right down the perception filter being bypassed with the camera. Oh yeah. Yep, Cabin in the Woods. Actually, I've yet to fully see that movie. I only saw bits and clips of it. Omni, may I ask of your opinion on bread? I am Italian. Bread good. Oh yes, Control. Control the video game. Yeah, that is heavily inspired. I like the short film another group made around Crybaby. Oh yes, that one. I forget which one that's called, but it's exceptional. It's really, really cool. Yep. Favorite type of bread? I fucking love sourdough. You give me some sourdough, here's what we do. We toast it, not too much. Little toasted, and then you take some nice butter, a little slow slather that on there, let that sit. Perfect. You don't need nothing else. Buttered sourdough slices, best shit in the world, I'll tell you what. Want to make some people cry where the dragons went. Huh. Is that based off of the box of the origami dragons? Is that like a story off of them? Oh, it's the article? Why have I not seen this? I'll have to read that at some point. I don't know if I'm going to read it on here. I don't want to make people cry. I will look into that, though. Favorite sandwich? I mean, the problem with saying my favorite type of sandwich is that, realistically speaking, like, a sandwich is just you put anything between the bread and you put some cheese on it. So, just taking fuck tons of meat, like pulled pork and steak and salami, and you just slam it between two pieces of bread and eat it, that's a sandwich. I will call it the meat lover's sandwich. That's my favorite sandwich. It's also the bestiary from the fantasy world and where the dragons went. Entry might give you some ideas for D&D. Yeah. What's your most favorite and least favorite voice to do? I love this one. I'll tell you what, this is the easiest one that comes to mind. It's my favorite. Least favorite? Anything with an accent. Because I can never keep them going. Ever. Went from creepypastas to sandwiches? Well, yeah. Well, I have to jump ships at some point. I can't keep talking about SCP all night. I'll end up becoming an SCP channel. And I don't know enough about it to properly do that. If you take two slices of pizza and you, like, meld them on top of each other, like, you take one Then you take another one, you flip it upside down, and you put that one on top of another one. Does that turn it into a sandwich? That is a calzone. That is. So is a calzone a sandwich? Why did I just imagine a D&D campaign that just makes their own form of an SCP Foundation? I'm not going to say any more about that. For reasons one day we will find out. What's greatest bread of all in opinion? Sourdough. Calzone is a panadilla? What? Calzone is a fully enveloped burrito. Calzone is a burrito. You're right, Alf Alfred. Calzone is a burrito. 100%. Technically, 2 slices of bread on top of each other is a sandwich. Is it though? Is it though? Because, like, you gotta have something in between the bread. Now, if you have another slice of bread, if you have 3 slices of bread, then I could call that a sandwich. It's a shitty sandwich, but it's a sandwich. An Italian burrito, yeah. I mean, really, a burrito and a taco are just like, okay. So, like, a burrito and a taco are basically just like, you know, the water cycle. You have, like, you know, water in the air as, like, the gas turns into liquid, falls down, freezes into a solid, then evaporates into a gas. Realistically speaking, a taco is just another form of the same matter that creates a burrito. So a taco is just the next stage of a burrito's life cycle once the bread hardens. Like, come on now. It's the same stuff. It's just some bread, cheese, and meat wrapped around. Because, see, a taco's not a sandwich because it has 3 of, like, its 4 ends covered. Well, no, not 4 ends. 6 ends covered. Because it's got the 2 sides and then the one side on, like, the other side. It's got, like, one part sealed off. So it's not technically a sandwich. A watermelon is a calzone? You know, you're onto something. Now, the thing is, though, do we define a calzone because it is man-made? Or can a calzone be something that grows naturally? Like, because then we have to consider some other things, too. But I won't think about this for the moment. Because I asked about bread. Yes. How do we get from philosophical about bread and sandwiches? Because ADHD. You can make tortillas with a bunch of slices of bread in a hydraulic press. I mean, yeah. Sure. Why not? Sorry, it was bananas because the peels have starch in them. That's much closer. That is much closer. Yes, I can see that. I can see your argument there. I understand your reasoning. I just took a sip of water. I was long overdue because I read that entire story earlier without drinking any water. Isn't a calzone just a social construct like Hawaiian pizza? Listen, I personally think Hawaiian pizza is an affront to life itself. But it is a cultural thing. So really, a calzone is not so much a social construct as it is a cultural invention from the Italians. At least I think. I don't know if the calzone came from somewhere else. Did it come from Greece? Philosophy of bread. Philosophy of bread. My brain has exploded into a headache, and I have learned too much about bread and bread foods. Oh, excuse me. Books are tacos? Yeah, technically. I can understand that, yeah. How is Hawaiian pizza cultural? It was invented by a Greek immigrant in Canada. Then it's 3 cultures. 3 cultures mixed into one. That's cultural. That's melting pot cultural, but it's cultural. For the first time in my entire life, have I heard the phrase, isn't a calzone a social construct? We're like inches away from getting into the hot dog debate, and I don't think we're ready for the hot dog debate yet. We haven't become close enough friends with each other yet to have the hot dog debate. Because the hot dog debate can end friendships. I'm just hungry. I'm hungry too. I want food. I think I'll go another half hour in this stream. So Gunner, sorry, we'll do Vermintide another time. Another stream. This is just going to be a 3-hour talk stream at this point. I've resigned to this. It's alright. I've enjoyed this. Now you guys have come here for the voice. It's kind of the brand, so I mean, why not? Pick up some chicken strips. Oh, you want to have a barbecue? It all started because Steam wanted to be stupid. Yes, it did. All right, I've looked up mindful conversation topics. We'll jump ship. Let's see. God, I want fun conversation, not how do you think you will die? Jesus. Can we have some, like, fun conversation topics? Fun. Are you really branding yourself on your voice when you just looked up conversation topics? What? What do you mean? Listen, I do the speaking, not the thinking. I'm not here to think. I'm here to, like noises from my mouth. Rise up to the mic. I'm slouching. Sorry. Can't slouch. I mean, it's good. It means I'm relaxed, but, like, it means I'm going too far back. Oh, boy. Oh, you were talking to Nix? Well, you reminded me I need to be more professional. I need to think about my spine. Oh, now I realize what you're doing. You're bringing out the bread puns. I'm just going to ban you now, and we're going to solve this problem. I'm kidding. What's the last funny video you saw? Well, I just showed that. It was the Arby's. All of our food keeps blowing up. What is something you're obsessed with? I talked about that too, SCP. What 3 words best describe you? I don't know. What would be your perfect weekend? Pizza. What's your favorite number? 72. What are you going to do this weekend? This. What's the most useful thing you own? Back scratcher. You never know when you're going to need it. Never know when you're going to need it. What's your favorite way to waste time? This. What do you think of tattoos? Do you have any? I think they're cool. I would never get one myself. Do you have any pets? I have a doggo. His name is Simon. He's an old man, but he's a good boy. Where did you go last weekend? Nowhere. What is something popular now that annoys you? I'm not going to answer that. Speed question. Salt? It's good in moderation. Now, I can have a lot of salt, but that's because I drink fuck tons of water. Here's a good tattoo idea, sourdough. I will just tattoo a loaf of sourdough bread on my, you know what? It's going to be my forehead. So everyone knows. If you had intro music, what song would it be? That's an ad. If I had intro music, what song would it be? It's very simple. Yeah, that one. What were you really into when you were a kid? Do any of you remember what? I don't even remember the name of it. What was it called? Scanners? It was that like game that you could scan barcodes and you would fight monsters. Do any of you remember that? Quick just made me spit up my drink. Best that I remember the Region Chat video intros. Yeah, that song. I use that song a lot. Page unresponsive. No. Have you ever saved an animal's life? Yes, I did. A poor little bumblebee fell into my pool, and I freed him, and I gave him a teepee made of leaves. And a few hours later, he was gone, which means either he survived or a bird ate him. In either case, I have promoted the circle of life. Who was your favorite entertainer? Oh, John Mulaney's hilarious. Are you a very organized person? No! Have you ever given a presentation in front of a large group of people? I did, and I didn't think I did that badly. I did a presentation on, I took a trip to Sweden once. I presented in front of my class. And it was good. I actually had a level of confidence. And then a fairly cute girl said I was funny. And I finally learned what it means to have confidence for once in my life. It's the strangest dream you ever had. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I just had a dream. Here we go. There we go. Strangest dream I ever had. I don't remember the one that I ever had, but I remember what I had recently. So the dream starts. I'm in my room. I hear noise coming from the house. I run out, and I find Sam and Dean Winchester chasing down a spaghetti monster. Now, not the flying spaghetti monster. This is just literal sentient spaghetti. Spaghetti with meatballs all throughout it, rummaging through the house. And it's at that moment that, oh shoot, what's his name? Oh my god, the demon, the demon guy from Supernatural. Alistair Crowley. Crowley walks out of my bathroom, and the spaghetti monster just kind of like envelops him, and then just like rips him out of the window, dives onto the road outside my house, and just like takes him out, like brings him out real far, and just fucking dunks him into the pavement, instantly killing him. The Winchester brothers jump out the window after it, and then all of a sudden I find myself at an old, dilapidated playground, made entirely out of an orange cactus. This orange cactus houses an entire world's colony worth of ants. And as it turns out, someone divided the cactus segments into various different countries and states, of which I then looked at and went, this is absolutely ridiculous. You put all of the states in this one tiny corner, and this enormous pathway made of cactuses has nothing. This is just a road. And then my best friend shows up and goes, "What are you doing? Come on." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sure." That was the weirdest dream I've ever had. Oh my gosh. Desi Mark, I remember a DS game that was about you digging fossils up, reviving monsters, using the fight of the monsters in a tornado. In a tornado. Wait, that's not Fossil Fighters, is it? That doesn't sound like Fossil Fighters. Because I remember Fossil Fighters. That shit was awesome. I love dinosaurs. Spectrobes. Oh, I never played Spectrobes. But I heard of it. Dream I was riding a normal-sized red plastic cup with a foot in it trying to fly away from a tree-climbing seal. That's terrifying. What if I told you the ants are yes? No! I disagree. Wholeheartedly. Can you tell us about the one that inspired the Tower of Doors? Not without spoilers. Not without spoilers. You like spoilers? I don't like spoilers. Not yet. It's gonna take a long, long time to get there, I know. But it'll be worth it. It's a cool story I have planned. Maybe not what you're expecting. Maybe it won't live up to the expectation of the amount of time it takes to get there. But I like it. And that's what matters. Education conversation starters. Lame! I don't want to talk about that. You guys are going wild in the chat right now. Speaking of D&D, have you watched Vox Machina animated series? No, I have not. I have a really hard time willing myself to actually watch any form of television. Where would you like to travel next? I'd love to go to Scotland. I think Scotland would be cool. Just to hear people talk. Do I do impressions? Not well. Not with any relative credibility. So you can improve your Scottish accent? Yes! Very much so. I can do like the joke. Christopher Walken, you know, I gotta tell you, I do a really bad impression of Christopher Walken. It's not great. It's average at best. You know, it's just the accent. I don't have his voice down. No, not at all. Wait, why go to Sweden of all places anyway? There's literally nothing here but forests. I love forests! I liked Sweden. Sweden was really nice. It was really cool. And it was cold. And I love cold things. What are we on now? I was AFK. Just random conversation topics, really. Trying to fill in like the next 17 minutes. I once pickpocketed a magic item from Space Jesus in D&D. That sounds pretty tame. I remember my first D&D session that I ever did when I was actually playing it. My friend Jay was, he still is the DM for that campaign. It actually never really ended. I had a great moment where we went to a farm. We stopped these giant snakes from attacking the farmer's livestock. And as a reward, he made us these snakeskin boots. And I'm like, yo, cool. Snakeskin boots. Immediately put them on. Like, I was wearing like full armor. Immediately put on those snakeskin boots. I think my character still has them on. So, yeah, we still have them to this day. And so we walk down the road, and we get ambushed by bandits. And the bandits, like, walk up to us, and they're just like, all right, hand it over. And my guy's just like,
What are you talking about? What? Why are we going to hand anything to you over? Or they hand anything over to you?
he's like,
We needed a new
what
home
the hell? I'm getting an
in a
ad.
dry climate.
Sorry, that scared me. A webpage got an ad. But anyways, yeah. So then he pulls out the knife, and he's like, all right, give me those snakeskin boots. And I just have my character look at the knife, look at the boots, and just go,
This guy seriously think these boots are worth a knife? This guy's a terrible entrepreneur.
and apparently that was just a really good joke, and it broke my DM. It broke Jay. My poor, unaware skeleton man was just like,
This is the worst trade deal ever in the history of trade deals.
am I a forever DM? No, I'm not. I'm in my current instance. At least you don't think apples are lemons. I'll never forget that. Oh no, Quizzy. How many small chihuahuas can you fit in your car? And how far do you think you could drive? One. Strapped to the back of my bicycle. Because I currently don't have a car that's mine. Lamau. Browsing random things in hopes that it gives me. What about one large chihuahua? I would hate to see a chihuahua that's really big, because those things are already really feisty. Imagine one that could actually be lethal. I'd be terrified of that. I mean, a normal dog. Do not imply that chihuahuas relate to normal dogs. No, I'm kidding. I actually know a chihuahua. When I worked in Florida, there was this dog. His name was Chaos. He was a chihuahua. His name was Chaos. He was the most chill, relaxed, friendly dog I have ever seen. Like, he would just walk up to you and then just, like, give up and just flop on his side and be like, now you pet me, please. And you would pet him and he would he'd fall asleep on spot. It was blessed. I was like, I love this dog. Did he have the Chaos Emerald? You mean the Chaos Emeralds? Well, I have them right here. Chaos Control. I'm going to have a website for you, I'm afraid. I am terrified. I am shaking and crying right now. I'm literally shaking and crying right now, guys. You enter something and the bot tries to piece that together from images or what the bot believes it is. Interesting. So, quick question. Can it potentially come up with not safe for work images that I could potentially get in trouble for? You get some cursed stuff. I'll do it on my own time then. If it can, you would never see it. This is worth investigating. Omni, I have linked for Sourdough. Why you guys are so obsessed with, or rather you specifically are so obsessed with me liking sourdough. Yes, I like sourdough. This is not going to be my religion. I was bored, okay. All right, understandable. Understandable, have a nice day. Banned. No, I'm kidding. Takes anywhere from 3 to 6 minutes. I sent you the site, you can do it on the site. All right, fine. Let me do like a quick test of it real quick. Create art. Owl with sunglasses. It's loading. It's taking a minute. Curious to see if it did it. I literally just typed in owl with sunglasses. Boy, it's working hard on this one. It's really giving it a go. So it's going to attempt to blend those words into that. Okay. Well, just scared the shit out of my cat. Am I going to animal abuse jail? No, you scared the shit out of it. Now it doesn't have to go to the bathroom. Hey! JHugI9001 just subscribed. Thank you very much. Just got off of work. Hey, I've got about 8 minutes left in the stream. Oh no, one of those bitches just went flying. My best was sexy Nargacuga. Gunner, no. Gunner, no. Wow, this is really taking a while. Holy shit. Gunner, we need to remove Quizzy. We need to eliminate the problem. I'm not going to say the words, but I think you know what I mean. And what I mean, of course, is we started Dawn. Yeah, Jay, so, saves, everything I did last stream was, annihilated. Yeah, it's not there anymore, so, I'm gonna take the advice that was given to me and find some saves and download them so that way I can play through. And in the meantime, this has just been a chatting stream. I did some dramatic readings and some funny readings. I read all through SCP-001's proposal when day breaks. So, also Gunner says this is a possible recovery we can do first, so I'll try that. Been a good bit of fun anyways, I'd say. It was. It very much was. Boy, I really missed the Region Chat videos. Probably rewatch them tomorrow. I will never, ever stop receiving the anger that I never went to 10 on that. But it's not going to happen. Or we do the stream exactly the same as the first time, including chat. I am not going through Tom again. I am not going through Tom again. No. I am not dealing with
The Amity Station elevator has stopped functioning.
again. That does mean the Ghostrunner thing with the elevators and the lasers. Yeah, that's gone. That is why I am finding a way to either restore the save or download someone else's, because I am not going through that again. What the hell are you doing, X-Benedict? What is going on with you? Don't bring up such insane. You want to go, motherfucker? Oh, God. You've lost your mind. Oh my gosh, I finally got the picture of Owl with sunglasses. That's actually great. What the fuck? That's actually, like, I actually love this image. This is a great image. Hold on. I'm giving you guys. Guys, I have created a new piece of art called Owl. Owl with sunglasses. Oh, I love him. Look at him. Look at that little creature. What is that on his head? Is he wearing a hat? What is he wearing? God damn it, Benedict. Cease. Cease your cult, or I will be forced to use force. Oh? Oh, you shan't stop? Really now? Dost thou wisheth to testeth? We need an owl in a bucket. Yeah, we do. That's a great idea. I'm commending you on that idea. We're putting an owl in the bucket. Because Hammer of Ban, at worst, it would have been like an 8-minute timeout, so you would have came back like exactly when the stream was going to end. I see a warped smiley face with sunglasses and that a little. Yeah, that's what I see. He's got like a really wide beak. Also, what, Oh my gosh, message from Jay. Do Region Chat 10, but it's Final Fantasy 14, and when people say shit, just pretend it's Warframe. Oh no. Oh yeah, I love this video. The one with the barn owls. I love that video so much. Alright, what's this one, Quizzy? The most adorable rat. Oh my god, look at that little cryptid. That's great. Oh wait, I just realized, X-Benedict, you did it again. Alright, how do I do this? Oh, Jesus, that's a long time. Now we'll just do that. Smited! Thou hast been smited. All right, so we have to end the stream in exactly 9 minutes. I'm going to set a timer. You know what? I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to set a timer for... We're going to do 8 minutes. There we go. That's 8 hours. Let's not do that. All right, there we go. The 8-minute timer has begun. And as soon as that timer ends, I'm just going to scream, and then the stream is going to end. Seems like Egg's situation has turned sour. It's just a 10-minute timeout. It's for the joke. It's for the meme. Yeah, so anyways, guys, just saying ahead of time, so that way when I get destroyed by the timer, I won't be able to say goodbye. So I'll say it now. Guys, this has been wonderful. I'm glad that you were all here to experience the stream going completely awry and then turning into a mix of comedy, intense drama, vocal performance, and memes. I think this was an exceptional experience. I was very glad this turned out the way it did. We did cross the 3-hour mark. Yes, we're going to go a little bit over it because I'm a liar. But yeah. And then Helix, I was actually here for the whole thing. I'm glad you were here, Helix. It was great seeing you. It was great seeing you, Hal. It was great seeing you all. It was great seeing you, Nix. It was great seeing you, Alfalfred. It was great seeing you, Skelly Bones. It wasn't great seeing you, Quizzy, though. You can leave. I'm kidding. Chat about D&D ideas? Absolutely. If I wanted to force the stream to end, I'd have to run over to Omni's house and start screaming things into the mic. you just bust down my door the first instant of a sound of you dropping like a hard something, and I'm just like, ah! Except the save, it's incredibly frustrating. I'm not worried about it. Like, at worst, I spent like 5 hours on the game. Like, it's not impossible to recover. I just wouldn't prefer to do that. I'll just get a save. It's just whatever. I'm not worried about the continuity of my saves carrying over. If I don't have all of the collectibles I had in my normal save, I don't care. I'm not that torn up about it. What is this one? The most adorable cat. Yo, where its eyes at? It has no eyes. It's just got a nose and then a grumpy mouth. It's the eyeless cat. I love it. I bust down your door with my brick-shaped appendages. We'll save that one for Halloween. That story is way too scary. That story is the scariest thing I've ever read. The thing I read before, forget about it. Not even close. Nah. Brick, scariest damn story I've ever read. Terrifying beyond measure. Mortifying. God, I really gotta pee, but I gotta hold it out. Because, like, we're almost done. God, I need to take Halloween off just to make sure I'm there. I don't know if I'd do it on Halloween, because I'm not sure what I'd actually have planned on Halloween. Who knows? My life might actually get, go in order by that time of the year. It's kind of weird to think. I'm having a bit of an existential crisis thinking about it now. I don't like thinking ahead. I don't like thinking ahead that far. Oh, I'm scared. Think of all the things that are going to happen from then until now. I've gone clean. Time to change my username. Oh, no. Don't think of waterfalls or streams. We have to... Why did you do that? Why did you say that? Oh, no. Why would you do this to me? I'm actually doing, like, the wiggle dance. It's so bad. Do not do this. If you're watching this on Twitch, I want to let you know right now, if you have to pee this bad, do not do what I'm doing and hold it in like this. This is extremely unhealthy. Just piss yourself on spot. Nix the addict. Quick, Omni, give me a new name before stream ends. Nix the pun addict. Because you are. The Puncromancer. Piss in the bucket. That is a sin. That is a sin, and we will not accept this. That's it. I am banning you for 0.32 seconds. All right, you're unbanned. Just piss yourself, Omni 2022. Jay, no! Shut the fuck. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, no. Not okay. My folks are going to ask me about that, and I'm going to tell them, no, I am not clarifying that one. They're going to be like, what was that joke that Jay said? I'm going to be like, I don't know. It's weird. Weird. Who knows, really? Someone else sent me a message. What is this? He got the drip. Oh my God, look at that. Is that a goose at the bottom? Gunnar, look at that image. He got the drip. That looks like a goose at the bottom. Don't worry, I'll DM your sister the comment. Can you not? Because then she's going to try to quote it if she finds it funny. Yeah, Gunnar, you see it? You see, like, the shoe duck? The people on the stream that don't actually see the image I'm looking at are so confused right now. They're like, what is he talking about? Shoe duck? I don't want to take the time to, like, put it on stream. We'll just, you know, just appreciate the inner monologue going on right now. Man, I'm hungry. What am I going to have for dinner tonight? I have to wonder. Spaghetti and meatballs last night. I think I want fish. I hope I can have some fish. No, got it. No. Steakums. I think we have any of that. I see the picture and I'm even more confused. This is owl with sunglasses. This is a piece of art I just made with no effort whatsoever. This is my art right here. Don't right-click save it. Right-click save it. I'm gonna Twitter. I'm gonna Twitter. Benedict is haunting me, Omni. Please help. No, you're on your own. Make it an NFT. Nice fucking sunglasses. My helmet thirsty. No! Enough with. Don't say that.